Good morning, 7th grade. This is your English teacher Dana from Ru'al Farouk Academy. Today we're going to complete our structure of Use 2 by answering the questions on student's book and workbook. So please prepare your books and be ready. In our lesson today, students should be able to revise the forms of Use 2, answer the question on student's book page 23, and answer the questions on workbook page 16. So open your student's book page 23. We want to answer question number 3 from this page. Change the sentences. Use to. Number 1. The castle stood outside the town. We want to use to in this sentence. In the sentence, we have stood, and this is verb 1. If we want to use to, we have to change this verb into verb infinitive. Excellent. So, the castle used to stand outside the town. So, used to is followed by infinitive verb. Number 2. It belonged to the Duke of Hampton. What's the answer? Yes, it used to belong to the Duke of Hampton. Number 3. The castle always felt gloomy and depressing. Let's change the verb felt excellent to what's the infinitive verb of felt? This is feel. So the castle always used to feel gloomy and depressing. Number 4. Nobody enjoyed visiting the castle. So nobody used to enjoy excellent visiting the castle. Don't forget to change the verb to into verb infinitive. Number 5. Few tourists came to our town, but these days there are many. So, few tourists used to come to our town, but these days there are many. The last one. The town was poor, but now it's wealthy. So, the town excellent used to be poor, but now it's wealthy. Now open your workbook page 16 and let's start answering the questions on this page. Question number 1. Complete the sentences with the words in the box. Don't forget that used to is always followed by infinitive verb. We want to complete these sentences by using used to and with the correct verb here. Make, write, have, be, sell, and cross. Let's start with number 1. Years ago, the castle, what? A prison. Excellent. Used to be. Number 2. An old wooden bridge. What? The river, but now it's gone. Yes, used to cross. That shop. What? Books, but now it's a sports shop. Yes, that shop used to sell books, but now it's a sports shop. Number 4. When he was younger, my grandfather, what? A motorbike. So this is used to ride. Number 5. My grandmother, what? Her own clothes. Yes, this is used to make. When we were younger, we used to what? More free time. Used to have more free time. Now question number 2. Write questions for the answers. Like number 1. Did the town used to be much smaller? Yes, the town used to be much smaller. Do you remember how can we make questions by using used to? Yes, the forms of questions in used to, did with subject, then used to, then the infinitive verb, and if we want to add the WH word, did, subject, used to, and infinitive verb. Number 2, the answer is yes, there used to be a park. What's the question of this answer? Yes, did there used to be a park by the river? So here we have did, so we have to use to, and used to followed by infinitive verb be. Let's complete. Number 3, where? We want to ask about the place. The answer is the castle used to stand outside the town. Let's think about this question. We want to ask about the place, so where did the castle used to stand? Excellent. The answer is outside the town. Number 4, how often? The answer is the children used to visit their grandparents once a month. So we want to ask about a time. So how often did the children used to visit their grandparents? Once a month. Number 5, this is yes or no question. No, they didn't used to live on a farm. So the question is, did they used to live on a farm? No. Yes. The last one, what? We want to ask about thing. Let's think about it. When we were little, we used to play with dolls and trains. What? Excellent. Did you or we? We can use the subject you, or we can say did we used to play with when you or we were little. Okay? Now what about the negative form in used to? Disagree, make the sentences negative. Let's remember, if we want to negate the sentences in used to, we have to use what? Excellent. Did with not. Subject, didn't, plus used to, then the infinitive verb. Let's try to change these affirmative sentences into negative sentences. We used to go to the cinema. We, excellent, didn't used to go to the cinema. Number 3, that man used to be an actor. That man didn't use to be an actor. Alice used to play the violin. Alice didn't used to play the violin. Number 5, Mr. Jones used to live in Italy. Mr. Jones didn't used to live in Italy. The last one, the babies used to cry a lot. The babies didn't used to cry a lot. The last question, complete the sentences with the words in the boxes. We have 2 verbs, make and take, with these nouns. Look here, we have nouns that come with make and nouns that come with take. The nouns with make are mistakes, we can say make mistakes or make skip. But the nouns that come with take are take a notice or take a holiday or take a photo. So let's complete these sentences by using make or take with the correct noun here. Like number 1, The boy was shouting angrily, but nobody would any of him. Notice here we have was. If the sentence is in the past tense, so we have to change these two verbs into past. Make, become. Made, take, took. The boys was shouting angrily, but nobody what? Took any notice, excellent, of him. Number 2, be careful not to any in your test. Not to, we have to, so we use infinitive verb make or take. Yes, we want to use make any mistakes in your test. Number 3, Harry is exhausted. He needs to, also here we have to, so we use infinitive verb need to take a holiday. Let's, what of the marble fountain? Let's, yes, take a photo. Number 5, and this is the last one, the prisoner jumped over the wall and, yes, made, because we have jumped here. This is verb past, so we have to use the past tense in the sentence. Made his escape, yes. That's it for today. Write the answers on your workbook and student's book, then be ready for the next class.